Do some comprehension activities. So first of all, why couldn't Max put down his phone even though he knew he should sleep? So pause the video now and answer that question. So the answer is that he was addicted to the endless stream of short videos and kept telling himself just one more, unable to stop even though he was tired. You might also write something like he was on his phone, or he was doom scrolling, or he was addicted to watching short form meaningless content again and again and again. Many different answers that you could put here. Next question. What disturbing message appeared in the video Max saw late at night? So pause the video here and think about your answer. The video said, in 7 days, brain rot will come for you. The next question is, how did Max's friend Jonas react when Max told him about the brain rot video? So pause the video here and answer that question. The answer is that Jonas dismissed the video and told Max to forget about it, saying it was just a silly internet video and not to give it any attention. The next question is, what strange behaviour did Max notice from other students during English class? Now you can see in the picture the behaviour they were exhibiting when he looked behind him. So what were they doing? What was going on? The answer is, he heard the sound tick-tock and saw 3 boys behind him staring blankly at their phones, repeating tick-tock with empty, vacant expressions. Next question. What kind of information did Max find online when he searched for brain rot? So pause the video here and think of your answer. He found countless videos, articles and memes, some calling brain rot evil, others praising it, but none could explain what brain rot truly was, and all of them seemed to be selling something. Next question. How was the monster from the video described when it appeared to Max in his garden? So pause the video here and think about your answer. So the monster was described as a grotesque, emaciated skeleton with an exposed pulsating brain, hollow eyes, and reptilian limbs. So when we talk about reptilian limbs, it means like the limbs of a lizard, like scaly or almost inhuman, more akin to sort of a snake or a lizard or a crocodile than to a human being. So the next question, what did the online group Brainrot Alliance in Noble Defiance, Everfield's Armed Defenders, claim about the brainrot creature? So pause the video here and decide on your answer. They said it was a demon that feeds on minds, tormenting victims for 7 days before turning them into mindless servants. Next question. And this is a fairly easy one. Maybe you noticed it when you were watching the video. What does the online group Brainrot Alliance in Noble Defiance, Everfield's Armed Defenders spell if it's turned into an acronym? So, Brainrot Alliance in Noble Defiance, Everfield's Armed Defenders spells brain dead, BRAINDEAD. So when someone is brain dead, it means that their body is still alive, but their brain, unfortunately, is not, and they are being kept alive by a machine. But brain dead can also be used to refer to people who are not very critical in their thinking abilities. So it's a little bit of foreshadowing. If anybody spots that the the group that are supposedly going to fight brain rot are actually called brain dead, you might be able to figure out early on that this group is not actually there to fight brain rot, but is actually just a group of brain rot's vassals, and they themselves are essentially brain dead because they're not thinking for themselves anymore. Brain rot is controlling them. Next question. Why did the group members wear metal helmets when Max met them at the lake? So specifically, they wear helmets made out of tin. But why do they wear these, or what reason do they give for wearing them? Okay, so the answer is that the group claimed the tin helmets would block Brainrot's power to read and control their thoughts, but the real reason was to cover up their exposed, rotting brains. Next question. What did the group leader say about the origins and history of brain rot before the internet? So pause it here and think of your answer. He said brain rot existed long before social media, spreading through newspapers, preachers, and even town criers. So he's claiming that brain rot had existed in a different form before social media. Next question. What was revealed to be the true way to defeat brain rot at the end of the story? So pause it here and think of your answer. Okay, so it turned out that the only real way to defeat brain rot was to simply ignore brain rot and not engage with the video or any of the brain rot stuff on the internet at all.